All right, let's do this. We're doing car-to-car merge. And so we'll go through all of the settings first. So we'll do settings, then we will do, what do we need for this? Settings, business requirements, like what you need to own, and then the process. So there's really not much to the merge glitch, but there's a few things you need to have. So let's start with settings. So under settings, if you go to your pause menu, you need to have assisted aim partial, under targeting mode. If you don't have that, you need to go to, you basically need to go to the main menu. You quit to main menu. Here, if you don't have that targeting mode, because it's grayed out when you're not actually, when you're playing GTA Online, so you can't access it through GTA Online. You have to go into the main menu, and from there you go to quit to main menu, and it's in the main menu that you can actually change the settings to assisted aim partial. So that's for controls. Under display, you need to have under performance RT or fidelity. I always have mine on performance RT. The other settings you need to have are in your blue interaction menu. And you can be CEO or not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to remove myself from CEO because it sometimes does start activities. Under your blue interaction menu, you go to preferences, map lip options, series mode, set all of them to custom and everyone need to show. Contact missions, set them all to custom and they all need to show. Jobs, set them all to custom and they all need to show. Activities, set them all to custom and they all need to show. Rival gameplay, all rival businesses need to show under custom. Properties, set it to custom and show. Stores, set it to custom and show. Events, set them to custom and show all. So basically under preferences, under map lip options, all options need to show. I'm going to discuss an additional steps that you need to have. I'm going to say it because you won't be able to see it on my screen, but I'll guide you step by step. Some of these steps you should know already because you've added people on PS5. So if you press your black PS5 button, you're going to see a couple icons. One of them is a circle with two people in it. It's called Game Hub. You have to go to, Game Base. You need to go to Game Base. In Game Base, the first option you're going to have is find search players. So the player you're going to search is called Anowak. Here, I'm going to write it down. I'll send it to Breezy Pug. So Anowak, I don't know if you see my screen. It's Anawak, and select 1, P, and 5. So Anawak 1, P5. Oh, you can't see it on the screen anyway. So you join Anawak 1, P5. Here, I'm actually going to send a message to my character and then you'll see how to spell it. Everybody always wants to know what is Anawak. It's not so much important what Anawak is as what Anawak will do. And basically Anawak will help glitch you out. So you press the PS5 button, you go to Game Base, and then search for players, and the first player you select is Anawak 1P5. What you do after that is you send them, you don't try to add them as a friend, you send them a message like in the chat. Like hi, just write hi. Right? And then you get out of that section, you come back and you go to your chats. See See ANOWAC 1P5, you see it on my screen right there. Alright, so then you go back to PS5, you go in the game base, you on the left hand side when you go to game base, you're gonna have search for players, then you have this little headset, start a party, then you have messages. Now, because you just wrote hi to ANOWAC 1P5, when you open it up, you'll see it right there. You go into that chat, and there's going to be 3 little dots, and then you add them as your favorite, so that they're always there. That pins them in your chats, so that way you can always find them.
Hello.
And then the other ANOWAC you need is ANOWAC 10P5. So ANAWACK 10P5. I'll send myself a message. You'll see it on my screen. ANOWAC 10P5. So you do the same thing. Go to game base. You search this player. Send a hi in the chat. You don't try to add them as a friend. Send them a hi, little chat message. Then you go back to game base. You'll notice you have a little bubble, like text bubble option. Click on that. It's going to be one of the top ones. You should already have ANOWAC 1P5 there, and you'll notice that it says favorites. And then you do the same thing. You enter ANOWAC 10P5's chat. You go to the 3 little dots. So the 3 little dots that I'm talking about are like other. So ANOWAC 10P5, you'll have a little start party headset, send invite, view members, and then you'll have more little 3 dots. You add them to your favorites. There you go. So now you've set up ANOWAC 1P5 and ANOWAC 10P5, because that's really important. Alright, so those are the settings you need to have, and then you need to have a friend in the LS car meet in the same session as you. If you're starting at the beginning, basically you might want them to only join you. You send them an invite to session only after you've actually glitched out, because this right now is the trickiest part to glitch out. So you've added ANOWAC, you know what your settings are. Next thing I said we would talk about would be the properties you need to own. So you need to own money and services. You need to have a office. You go to Dynasty 8 Executive, and you select offices, and you buy one of the offices. If you're going to merge a lot, the one I recommend is the Maze Bank Tower, because it's near LS Customs, Los Santos Custom, and it's also near Benny's. So you'll be able to merge Benny's, to add new Benny's, like to do Benny's merges, and to do Los Santos Custom to save your merge. So you need an office, and besides that, that's it. That's all you need in terms of the ability to glitch out. Now, you can't merge nothing. So in terms of vehicles, you need to have a vehicle you're going to merge from, right? So for me, the vehicle I'm merging from is this car, and the vehicle you're merging to. So you need to know where they're stored. If you have all of this, the cars named the same thing, and you're not organized, this could take a while. This could be really frustrating. So you need to know where the cars that you have are. So in my case, they're in level 3 in a Vinewood car garage, and this car is going to get merged on top of a Vagrant, and then I'm going to change the livery on the Vagrant, and then I'm going to merge it on a Penumbra FF. That'll be my first merge. Alright, so those are the things you need. You need a car that you're going to merge from, and a car you're going to merge to. You're not going to lose any of the vehicles, but you will lose the merges on the vehicle that you merge to, obviously. For those that are wondering, like, does this duplicate? No, it doesn't. Alright, pretty simple so far. Now I have a playlist on my channel for the next step that you're about to see. So that and on that playlist is going to actually show you how I press the buttons. But from this point, you need to go to the arena war, and you need to go to the ticket booth. And this is where most people get stuck. At this point, what you need to do is you need to go into your map, and you'll notice a bunch of blue circles, like blue jobs. Select a blue job. This is the most commonly selected one that you're seeing on your screen right now. Until you see the start job square, circle in a square in the circle. Then you're going to go into and join and select your Anahuac 1P5. Go to view members, which is beside the start party, invite to game, and then there's view members. Then you're going to go and select Anahuac 1P5 again. Then you're going to go and join Anahuac 1P5. All the way to join. What you're going to need to do is you're going to have to click. You're going to have to accept the first alert. Are you sure you want to join a different GTA Online session? Progress will be automatically saved. You will accept this alert. And the second alert, what you're going to need to do after accepting this one is fairly quickly, you're going to have to press on X, and from X you slide onto square, like quickly, on the second alert. And then it's going to say, are you sure you want to start the job? And then you're going to accept the third alert. But you're going to go X square, X, slide to square. So you hold down X, slide to square really quickly. Are you sure you want to accept this job?
Hello. How are you?
When you get the are you sure you want to accept this job alert, you need to count out loud to 3, like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you let go of square, you press X. Then you accept all the alerts. So let's re-summarize. You're gonna press X, hold X, slide quickly to square, and it's gonna say, are you sure you want to start this job while you're still holding square? You're gonna count out loud 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna accept all the alerts after that. All right, let's do this. See, it didn't work that time. So if you get a session currently full, network issues, blah blah blah, job is full, or bad sport lobby, those are all normal. Those are all normal error messages. All right, so you hover over the job. Do you see the start job button appear? But you don't actually start the job. You join Anahuac 1P5. Are you sure you want to join a different? Accept this one. Accept X. Slide to square. Didn't work again. Now the other important thing to do is, like, I think it's really useful to have really short fingernails and to keep your controller really kind of oil free. That helps with that part. All right, let's do this. Now for those who are wondering, like, hey, you know, I'm not getting it, it's very normal. Are you sure you want to start this job? Remember what we said. 1, 2, 3, XX, and then I head over to the ticket booth. Then I press right on my D-pad. You're not going to get any prompt to do anything. You just press right on the D-pad. You press X to spectate event. Then you're going to get stuck at the window, and this is where Anahuac 10P5 becomes useful, because you got to join Anahuac 10P5 in the same way you join Anahuac 1P5. You go to view members, Anahuac 10P5, and then you join their game. At this point, you want to make sure your friend's in the LS car meet in the same session as you, because your mini-map's going to disappear. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for me having short nails, this would be a lot harder, because I had to cut my nails again. Just, it's not that they were really long. Nothing like that. It's just that they were just slightly longer than I want them to be. So your friend needs to call out a car that is not going to be used in the merges at all. So any car, any vehicle that they can bring into the LS car meet that is not going to be used in the merges. Because if you, like, for example, select the car that you're merging from, and they select that in the car meet, it's not going to work. And if you select the car they're merging to, it's not going to work. So let's see. Let's bring out a nice car. So they're going to invite you to the LS car meet. Make sure you accept the invite. And of course, you're going to bring the car that you're going to use the merges from. the car that I showed you just earlier. All right, so from here, you won't be able to see anything. You don't see the mini map, and you also don't see where your car's at. Once you're in the LS car meet, you want to 100% make sure that the car that you brought into the LS car meet is the car you want the merges from. Don't just go into your friend's car without checking that, because it's easy to forget what you're doing. There's always 1,000 little steps you need to do. And if you're doing back-to-back merges and then all of a sudden your friend you forgot to bring out a different car, once you glitched out, once you start the merge, like, you're gonna have to undo all of the steps you did. All right, so from here your friend brings their vehicle as well. Go ahead and get into your friend's car. Actually, from this point, you actually don't use your own vehicle. You get into your friend's vehicle. And then what they're going to do is they're going to go into their blue interaction menu. I'll show it on this account. Blue interaction menu, LS car meet, and then go to sprint, and they're going to start a sprint. And then you accept the sprint. And then using their blue interaction menu again, your friend who's at the LS car meet is going to go to manage vehicles, and they're going to return personal vehicle to storage at exactly 2 seconds in this when remaining in the sprint. Exactly 2 seconds, not 3 or 1, 2 seconds. There you go. And then what's going to happen from here? So your friend needs to stay in the LS car meet this whole time. So they just got to make sure they don't get kicked out for being idle. Now you're stuck in a black loading screen. So again, you go back to those pinned chats that you had earlier, and you go to ANOAC 10P5, and then you accept the alert. You're going to end up in this funny angled screen. You register as a CEO. Go to CEO vehicles, and you request a buzzard. And then you got to figure out how to drive towards the buzzard. So drive slowly and put the sound effects on really loud, so you get a sense of where you are. And then when you see what I would recommend is when you see a buzzard, run to it, because you're going to be in funny angles. So run to the buzzard, and then from this point you're going to fly high enough. You're going to fly high so that when you jump out without a parachute and you land, you will not survive it. Meanwhile, your friend is still in the LS car meet, and they're gonna have no mini map. So you want to make sure that they know to stay there and to not get kicked out for being idle. Right, so you fly high enough so that you don't survive the landing. Jump out, you don't do anything. So basically, you're gonna see all this commotion. You don't do anything until you see that you spawn back in your vehicle. So you're not surviving, you get a big thing that says wasted, and then you spawn back in your vehicle. And then once you spawn back in your vehicle, you join ANOAC 10P5 again. If you do it too soon, you'll just have to do it more often. There's no point in joining too soon. Alright, and then now you're going to be able to move and get your menus again. So you go to your blue interaction menu, you go to CEO abilities, and you request a luxury helicopter. And then from here you drive over to where your luxury helicopter will spawn or land. Now, depending on your character or the situation, you might have a different location where it lands. Mine generally lands over here, so that's where I'm going to head over. And again, you're in funny little angles here, like your camera angles. I'm struggling because I'm in this truck is very, very high, so I'm slightly not used to these particular angles. So I need to get into my luxury helicopter. So normally I can tell by the ground, but since I'm so high up the ground, I can't tell. There we go. Alright, so I see the luxury helicopter. I just stop far enough so that my character doesn't keep trying to get into my car instead of into the luxury helicopter. When I'm close enough, I enter the luxury helicopter. Make sure your friend is in the LS car meet is still moving. You need to remain there. Alright, so now you press down on the left joystick to quick travel options and you go to Maze Bank Tower.
We'll get there soon. See you soon, boss.
Now I'm going to merge on a Vagrant because Vagrant has the ability to
How can I
provide
help you?
special
How do
livery.
you choose between your children?
So I had organized it so that this vehicle
No
was
problem.
was
I'll
in the
have a
right
personal
garage.
vehicle brought around.
All the vehicle I'm merging are in the same level in the same garage. So if you need to write down like I'm going to merge from this vehicle to that vehicle, like if you do multiple vehicle merges, you just want to make sure you know where all the vehicles are. Alright, once you're outside the office, you go to CEO and then you request your CEO vehicle, the buzzard. Don't run, don't do anything, just stand there. Then what you want to do is you want to move the camera angles in a way so that you can see where that luxury helicopter will land. Alright, it's over there. I can see that they stop traffic. Yeah, there it is. Alright, once I get an idea where the luxury helicopter, the CEO vehicle, the buzzard is, I run towards it. Now I like to run. Some people will drive over, but I prefer running. I just feel like I have more control. Again, your friend is in the LS car meet and they can't get kicked out for being idle. Fly high enough so when you land you don't survive. And then you basically do the same step as you did earlier when you jumped out of the helicopter, which is you wait until you're spawned into your vehicle after all of the banners. You wait until you're in your vehicle, then you join on a 10P5. There you go. Once you can move, then you ask your friend to finally leave the LS car meet. And that's going to make the sprint, it's going to quit the sprint. And if you're doing back-to-back merges like I am, you have them come back into your session. So you send them an invite to the session, and then they can accept it. And then that invite, they'll be able to use it over and over again. Now I always recommend people, if they do back-to-back merges, that their friend leaves, like closes the game and come back to the invite. Because this prevents any cooldown for sprints. Alright, so once you have your vehicle that has merges, it hasn't saved yet, so you need to go and save it. And what you want to do in this case with the Vagrant is you go to Los Santos Customs. And I'm going to put livery number 14 on it. Livery number 14 is a secret livery that I want. Potentially it's livery number 15, but I'm going to go with 14 to start with. And because I selected a livery, that's enough to save the vehicle in its current merges. Alright, so then your friend is back in the LS car meet, so they bring out a vehicle. And they send you an invite to the LS car meet. And because I'm using this particular vehicle to merge from, I'm gonna bring this vehicle into the LS car meet. Now again, even though I know what car I was in, like you still want to check. It's just the habit of checking what car you brought into the LS car meet will save your butt because you're gonna do things from habit rather than from memory.
Well, look who pulled up.
And if you really get into merging, you're gonna do this a lot. Alright, that's the car I want. I'm going to go and get into my friend's vehicle. They're gonna get out of that vehicle and they're gonna invite me to a sprint. I'm going to accept the sprint. If they had just left the session and came back, they wouldn't be able to invite you to a sprint. And then when there's 2 seconds remaining, they open up their blue interaction menu, they go to manage vehicles and return personal vehicle to storage. When there's exactly 2 seconds remaining. Alright, so black screen, join ANOAC 10P5. In my CEO, I go CEO vehicles, I request a buzzard. Now you're rinsing and repeating, because once you've merged, you can stay merged. I've saved this car, this is modded now, and it's part of my fleet. So even if once I'm no longer glitched, it's still going to be part of my fleet. Alright, so then I get into my buzzard. I fly high enough so that when I jump out, I don't survive. And remember that only once you've spawned into your vehicle, you reappeared in your vehicle, only then do you join ANOAC 10P5. And you join ANOAC 10P5. If you get unglitched during this process, it's because you've joined ANOAC 1P5 by accident. I do that all the time. Alright. Once you have joined ANOAC 10P5, you'll be able to move again. You go to CEO abilities, request luxury helicopter. And then you drive over to where your luxury helicopter will spawn. Weird camera angles, that's part of the glitch. Now I tend to drive over to here so that like I can see when it lands. And remember your friend who's in the LS car meet has to stay active to some extent because they can't get kicked out for being idle or this whole thing will fail. So being the helper is actually quite boring. But it's necessary to have a helper. Then you press down on the left joystick and you select Maze Bank Towers.
We're good now. I'll be waiting for another call.
There's the boss. Oh, hi. What do you need?
Now what I'm going to try to
Quite
do
a
here is I'm
collection
going to
you've
try
got
to
here.
get the weaponized Ignis. Where was it?
You thought about giving me some shares, boss? Your personal vehicle is being brought
Because
up now.
I can... It might have HSW features on it that I can add to the race car, but it might not work. Alright, so once you're outside the office, don't do like I just did there. You gotta go to your CEO, then CEO vehicles, and request a buzzard. Don't run around like I just did, because that as soon as you leave, your buzzard might spawn further away. So you just want to stand still and wait for it to spawn, and then move around to see where it spawned. Because once you can see where it spawned, you can head in that direction. So this is a back-to-back merge. I'm merging on top of it Ignis that's already modded, it seems like. I'm just hoping the livery is will appear on the Ignis, because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to redo the merge from the Vagrant. Alright, so now I'm diving out of the helicopter, and then I have to wait until I spawn back in the vehicle again, so that I know that I can join Anahuac 10P5. Join Anahuac 10P5, and it looks like the livery didn't show up. And only at this point do you tell your buddy to leave the LS car meet. So that livery doesn't exist on the Ignis, so that's why there's no livery at all. So I need to go back to the game plan and do this again, but with the Vagrant that I just merged. And that's why we use the Vagrant for the hidden liveries. So in this case, I don't want to keep these merges either, even though it's quite nice. I might do it another time. And then I'm going to request my Vagrant when I get invited back into the LS car meet. So if you accidentally get the wrong car and you don't want to save the merges, just don't go into Los Santos Customs, and then your car will not keep the merges. It's a bit annoying. But you don't get it every single, these things happen, it's no big deal. I want to remember that, and I just want to make sure that I have the right car out. So I need to request the Vagrant, which has its special livery.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
So go ahead and check that I have the right car out, the car whose merges I'm going to use. There it is. There's the Vagrant with that livery, number 14. And then I get in my friend's car. They go to LS car meet. Under the blue interaction menu, start a sprint. I accept the sprint. And then under manage vehicles, when there's 2 seconds remaining, your friend in the LS car meet who started the sprint will return personal vehicle storage. So when there's exactly 2 seconds. Great. I get stuck in the black screen. I join Anahuac 10P5. Go to CEO, request CEO buzzard. It's okay to leave the CO every once in a while as well because it prevents your businesses from being raided. Get into the buzzard, fly high, jump out, wait until I'm spawned back in my vehicle before joining Anahuac 10P5. Your friend in the LS car meet, make sure they don't get kicked out. Yep, so you go through all of the warnings, all the banners. Now you're in your car, join Anahuac 10P5. Accept the alerts. Then I'm going to retire my CEO and then I'm going to rejoin my CEO. So I don't have my businesses rated. And then I go to CEO abilities and then I request a luxury helicopter. Because if you get raided while doing this, you're actually you can't do the glitch, you can't do the merge. It messes it up.
I'm gonna need you to move out of my landing zone.
Okay, so the helicopter's here. Head on over and get into it. Press down on the left joystick, select Maze Bank Tower. And then we're going to select the Penumbra FF. Now the livery we should be getting is the Gold Snake livery.
Just call when you need me out again.
Anything you need, boss. Hello. What can I do for you? You got a nice
Level
fleet,
3.
boss.
Penumbra FF.
Bringing your personal
Now if
vehicle
this
around
livery is
right
not the
now.
right one and it's if it's the wrong livery, like it's an actual livery but it's wrong, then I need to go up one. Go back to the Vagrant and increase the livery number to 15. If I get the Penumbra and there's no livery, it means I need to reduce it. Okay, so CEO, go to CEO. I'm going to retire again, then I'm going to register again. CEO, CO vehicles, buzzard. So you don't need to retire like I do, but it's just that I kept getting raided while doing the merges, so I'll leave and come back in the CO here and there. Alright, so then you get into the buzzard. Fly high. Make sure it's high enough so that when you land you don't survive it. And only when you're spawn back into your vehicle do you join Anahuac 10P5. And then your friend stays in the LS car meet until after you've joined Anahuac 10P5 for the last time for the merge. So when you are back in your vehicle, or when you notice that like it's back at some random screen, here we go, then you join Anahuac 10P5. Yeah, this looks dope. And then at this point, you tell your friend in the LS car meet to leave the session, and then to join back so that you can. So it just suits the color very well. Go ahead and go to Los Santos Customs and then save something on the vehicle. Don't change the wheel color, like don't change anything that's unselected. Just some exterior changes like a spoiler or something. Add a spoiler. Because if you go and change it, unselected parts of the merge, what's the point merging? Like don't change the paint, don't change the anything, just that's unselected.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you? That should do the trick.
I like to show off the blank panic plates, so I might just add a rear bumper. So this is an unselected livery, as you can see, and it looks really good with this color. Alright, so one done. I'm gonna do, I believe, I'm gonna do 3 of these of different colors. They're all gonna be pretty dark, and 2 of them are gonna be red.
What you need, boss?
Alright,
Some
let's
wheels?
see.
I can
Level
bring 'em
4. I'm gonna use the Vorschla hammer. How many do I have in here? I have 2 Vorschla hammers. Alright, so first
Okay,
thing I'm
I
going
got
to
stuff
do
to do.
is I'm going to go to vehicle organization because I need the vagrant. I need livery number 14. So vehicle organization, I'm going to go take the vagrant from level 3 because I only have 1 vagrant. And I'm going to move it to level 4. I know it's a bit finicky to do that, but the whole point of that is to get the merge itself done quickly. Get it be organized. So I'm going to get an invite to the LS car meet. This allows, like when you're organized, you can do so many merges like back to back. Cop cars are the only ones you have to. Cop cars and a couple others are the only ones you have to like unglitch after a particular step of the merge process. Oh, I need to bring a car in. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, all's fine. All right, so Penumbra number 2. But first I need to make sure I have the right car that I want to merge from. The Vorschla, like a Vorschla hammer, whatever it's called. Because it's Lunar New Year, so it's going to have 2 that are red.
Some wheels? It's coming at you.
So that's the first one. So, because I think I have one that's not modded. Need to make sure I have the modded one.
You good?
Perfect, that's modded. So I'm gonna use the merge from this, and I'm just gonna check to see what livery number this is.
Hey, you found where it's at.
Because if it's livery number 14, I can basically immediately use it. It could be 14, I'm gonna try it. And the reason I'm going to try it is because if it is livery number 14, actually I'll check my livery list. So there's a livery shenanigans by the livery shenanigans. I don't. Okay, so Seven Sins is the owner of this livery shenanigans, and basically it tells you all of the liveries on the vehicles. Porsche Hammer. Oh no, this is no, this is livery numbers 10. So yeah, I need to merge this onto the Vagrant and then onto the Penumbra. So it's good to know what livery number it is. All right, so your friend has to invite you to a sprint. They start a sprint. You're in their vehicle. All right, I'm gonna do this very quickly. Your friend goes to their Blue Interaction menu, manage vehicles, return personal vehicle storage when there's 2 seconds remaining. Not 3, not 1, 2 exact seconds. I tried it 2 and I tried it 1 and it didn't work. Just that way you don't have to try it. Alright, black screen, join Anahuac 10P5. Join CEO. I'm going to retire my CEO first and then I'm going to join it back. And then I'm going to get a CEO vehicle. Get into the buzzard. Now if you wanted to see if there was any kind of hidden engines or anything on your vehicle, I believe the latest one, the Firebolt, is livery number 14 as well for the, but I could be wrong, could be livery number 13. Sometimes if you upgrade a vehicle and you can all the HSW upgrades and then merge it onto a race car, sometimes there's like hidden engines and stuff. But in this case we're merging for the livery, not so much for the racing capabilities. Alright, so remember that only once you're back in your vehicle do you join Anahuac 10P5. Go to your CEO, see abilities, luxury helicopter. And don't forget to like the stream or this video once it's uploaded, if it's helped you, inspired you, or anything.
Please clear the landing area. Welcome aboard. I got it from here.
Press down on the left joystick, go to Maze Bank.
We're on the way.
From here I'm not going to repeat the steps, just simply because most people,
Be good
if they
now.
get to this
I'll be waiting
long in the
for
stream,
another call.
you've already heard it a few times. It does help me though when I repeat the steps, I won't lie. Right, so level
There's the
3.
boss.
I just have to remember
Hi
I'm
there.
doing back to back,
What
so
do
I
you
don't want to
need?
get confused.
Quite a collection you've got here.
It's level 4 and I'll take the first Penumbra. Oh no, I need to take the Vagrant.
No problem.
Jeez,
I'll
I
have
almost
your
forgot
personal
right there.
vehicle brought around.
I almost forgot. Alright, let's see the big reveal. I love the reveal. Every car looks so different. No cooldown. A chance to get some drink in my system. Take some of my medication. Alright. Now you hear me drinking my Coke no sugar. I'm constantly clearing my throat because I got some sort of bronchitis. I'm on the mend. Alright, let's see. Nope, I got time for that. I got bronchitis. Alright, let's see this reveal. I think this one's gonna be really nice. That red is very, very bright. It's not even the final product either. You'll notice on the Vagrant that the Vagrant livery changes too, but it's hard to tell because the Vagrant has this little tiny livery. Alright, let's see what this little one looks like. Let's leave the LS car meet. And join back. I mean, I always like to see what the Vagrant reveal is, even though I'm going to constantly change it. Yeah, this looks nice. It'd be cool to have an Eclipse Boulevard full of just Vagrants with different merge, like ready merges.
What brings you in today?
It's interesting. Did it not give any livery at all?
Better than new.
Oh, yeah, it did. Number 7. I'm gonna change the hood. Trunk. So weird, you don't even see the livery. Oh, there it is. So we need number 14. And we're good to rock and roll. I'm actually just gonna put in the stream that it's all Penumbra FF. People know how to do it then. Alright, let's go back into the LS car meet. Gotta make sure we have the car that we want. Just saving something at Santos Customs. Sometimes it's easier to have a number of different Vagrants in garages, but then, yeah, like it's really up to you how you want to organize that part of it. Then you end up with a lot of kind of working cars that constantly change modes, which that in itself isn't terrible. So there it is. All right, so we got the right vagrant out. Now we need to get into a friend's car and get glitched out again. Oh, sorry, not glitched out, but in a way, yeah, get glitched out. Start the sprint. Accept. They start the sprint. You accept it. And then when there's 2 seconds remaining, they're gonna kick you out. All right. So I'm gonna do one Penumbra with Formula Ones, one with Benny's, and then I'm gonna do a pounder version of it, and then that'll be that. And then there's another one that I'm gonna do, but just not today. All right. I'm gonna retire CEO, rejoin my CEO. CEO vehicles, buzzard. I'm just repeating the steps because I just want to remember them by heart. Like, just want to not get it wrong. Well, there we go. That's what happens when you go too fast. All right. It's okay if it blows up and you die, because that's why you're joining Anahuac 10p5 anyway. If you find a different way to die, that's fine. Just join Anahuac 10p5 and then request a luxury helicopter. It's just that you lose your menu, so you can't kill yourself. I was gonna hire associates. Like, your brain does start to get a little bit rough after doing gift card to friends for hours, then merges for hours. Takes a lot out of you.
Coming in for landing. Give me some space.
Another trick is when you see the triangle that says enter,
We'll get you there
then press the
safely.
triangle,
Just tell me where we're
not
going.
before that.
All work and no play? All right. I'll be back whenever you need me.
Good to see you, boss. Oh, hi. How can I help you? How do
Level
you
4,
choose
it's going to be
between
the
your children?
first Penumbra.
Your personal vehicle is being brought up now.
If you're getting cool-off periods at the CEO, Mace Bank, it's because they're doing it as fast as you can. Can't do it any faster. No point in trying to speed run it. Alright, this is the big reveal. Let's see what this one will look like with F1s. Like the stream if this is helpful, or if you're enjoying the reveals. And all of these Penumbras are all individual ones that I'll have later, so if anybody wants to buy them. Yeah, let's car me. Alright, now I'm stuck. Join Anawak 10B5. Buddy leaves the session, comes back. Nice, let's see what this looks like. Oof. Penumbra number 2.
What miracle did you want me to perform? $100% guaranteed.
Alright, let's see. Suspension. Oh yeah, I need to do that. I'll add the sun strip. Oof, that looks much better. The sun strip. I hadn't seen a lot of them with F1s, so I thought it might be nice to create one. See what the gold looks like in the sun. Oh yeah. Penumbra's facelift looks a bit like a snake. Alright, so that one's done. That's number 2.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Alright, the next one that I wanted. It's actually the Firebolt ASPs, the one I'm going to use. I've changed my mind in terms of which red I'm going to use. Alright, let's go see which car I have in here. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Workers unite.
Oh, I'd have to move it so I can see it somewhere. Oh, my personal vehicle's not in here, that's why. Cool down. Boring, boring, boring. Cool down. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna go on. This is what's gonna be used. See how many liveries this one has.
Hey, what's it gonna be?
It's got 13. Okay. It's got one less than the secret livery. That one's locked. That it's pretty cool to unlock it by doing the vagrant. Okay, so let's go. That's nice. Where's my mate in the LS? Oh, I think it's over there. Start up a sprint and then accept the sprint. Return the vehicle to personal storage when there's only 2 seconds remaining. And then, so there's this car left, this car to do, and then after that, 3, 2. There's only one more left after this. Oh, that's a nice ASP. That one's a nice firebolt. Hey, Otis, how are you? Otis. Just doing a couple of the Penumbra FFs. People loving them. Putting my spin on it. You like this one? The firebolt? It's wild, isn't it? The Penumbra is going to look good on this, I think.
I'm gonna need you to move out to my landing zone.
Custom color I created too. I'm doing like sets now. Whenever a car comes out and everybody wants it, I just create multiple versions of it.
Welcome on board. You're in safe hands today. Help yourself to a glass of something. Your office? Okay.
It's time consuming, so.
Just call when you need me out again.
This one's gonna look really nice. So I have to put it on the Vagrant first, then on the Penumbra. So for every one Penumbra, I had to do two merges for the Penumbras.
Hello. What can
So
I
I'm
do
gonna
for
do
you?
3 Penumbras. So
got
that
a
means
nice
that total I
fleet,
had to
boss.
do 6 merges.
They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Oh, if you go through the beginning of the stream, you'll see. I go in detail, and I also have a playlist on my channel to merge because I love teaching. Like, I don't personally want to teach anyone. Like, I don't want to be in a party and explaining it to them because what's like the tricky part is all around has to do with the arena war, like being at the arena, settings, being at the arena, and then how to flick your buttons to get glitched out to merge. All of that is explained every time I do like a. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. So I explain it step by step, and if you really, really want to learn how to merge, then the channel might. There's two playlists, or there might be more than two, but there's a playlist that talks about every step for merging, and it also includes like me showing how I press the buttons in real life. So I have like a camera on my fingers on my controller, so you can actually see how that works because it's not. There's no mystery behind it. It's just a little bit tricky, that's all. Getting glitched out is the hardest part, which is at the arena. So that's the part to practice the most. This one should look pretty. Oh, this is the Vagrant. I still like it. I still like seeing what the Vagrant looks like when I merge it. I have to do it on the controller because I don't have like there's some countries that have different options. And I have two consoles. You need to have like a friend to help you. Your friend is so like their job is super easy. They just stay in the LS car meet, invite you to the LS car meet, invite you to a sprint. Like their job could not be any easier. It's the person who merges that has to do all the work. Like right now what I'm doing is I use the Vagrant to select the livery number of the hidden livery or the special livery that I'm trying to. Oh, you'll find friends. If you go on Facebook, on Reddit, there's all these people always looking for someone to help them merge or, you know. I had no friends when I started in GTA, now I have friends. So. Most important thing is learning how to glitch out. If you can learn how to glitch out, and then you do nice merges, then people want to help you.
All patched up.
So what was that? Oh yeah, livery number 14. Truth be told, with GTA, like you need to make some friends. It's a really difficult game if you play by yourself, just by yourself all the time. All right. 3 more merges to go and then I'm done. All right, let's make sure I have the right car in here. Do I think you should buy a modded account? I had a terrible experience with mine. The owner of the person who gave me the modded account, they scammed me and took back the account months after I started using it. And also all the modded cars in the modded accounts are shit. They're terrible. They're ugly. So if you want to make your own merges and stuff, like all of a sudden you have like all these modded vehicles that you just hate the look of. And it's impossible to get rid of. You have to blow them up. Or you have to like buy cars on top of them. Really depends what you're planning to do. Like if you're buying and selling cars at these car meets, everybody knows when you have a modded account. No one's impressed, you know what I mean? Yeah, like my cars, my merged cars. Well, they're modded cars, but my cars are awesome. It's because like I merge car on top of car. You can get more money. There's some websites they just boost your account with tons of money. Then that way you have the benefit of being rich without having the ugly cars in your garage. I don't know, man. You'd have to look into it. I don't recommend, like, I'm not sponsored or anything, so I don't talk about it. Nothing's cheap though in GTA. Like even shark cards are expensive as hell. So yeah, like, is anything cheap in GTA? Probably not. Probably not. And the ban waves that are occurring, they just make accounts, they're just more expensive because they require a lot more durability. Yeah, but then sometimes they scam you and then take back the account like they did with me. Spend hours and hours and hours creating. Yeah. In shark cards suck. If I were to recommend something to somebody who's just starting with modded cars, it would be to really learn about a clean modded car. Like really learn what a clean modded car is. And then buy one car at a time and make sure they're clean modded. Because a lot of people buy what they call scratch cars. And if you have a ton of scratch cars, eventually you want to get rid of all of them again. So then you're restarting everything all the time from scratch. I mean, there's some sites like GG Market, and they'll boost your account with money. But like, like I said earlier, like I would just go really slow. Buy one modded car at a time. Go check, or is it clean? Does it have selected wheel color? Does it have selected windows? Does it have scratched paint? Because if you buy a ton of cars and they're all scratched, then later you realize you don't want scratch cars. It's like you spend all that money, now you got to get rid of all those cars. That's what happened to me. I went crazy buying modded cars. And you got to know what your limits are, right? In terms of scratched. Like me, if I have a selected interior, I don't care.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
But I need to have a special horn. I need to have number 4. I need special horn. I need to have unselected paints.
We gonna make some deals? No problem.
Unselected window tint, unselected wheel color, unselected wheels. And if it's got a secret livery, I really want the secret livery. And because I expect so much from a car, like whenever I buy a car at any meet, I only buy 1 or 2 because I really like the color, and then later I check them. And if they're scratched, then it sucks because like I can't use it. It depends. Can't use if it's got scratched wheel color. The most money per year, so I don't. Oh yeah. What did you find? Yeah, it just makes it a clean. Think of it like a collector. Like we're collecting cars that are not like that have all these parts that have all these parts that are not selectable for that car, right? So we're collectors. We want to have the least amount of things that you could buy off the shelf. We want our cars to be special. And if you're a serious, what happens is you start collecting modded cars. It doesn't do anything special, it just makes the car itself special. You can start collecting modded cars. And the more you collect, the more you want it to be special, right? So you want to look for that unique. Oh yeah, like missing items or whatever. That looks good. Missing items is not that, like there's some cars, there's a way to make it happen. Like I have the D10 Coquette Pursuit, the cop car, and all of my merges, I made sure that they had missing, that they all had missing roof. So they had like lights on top of a missing roof. This one looks nice. With the blank Los Santos Customs plate, rear plate. Yeah, exactly, lights in the air. But I also, everything else has to be clean too though. That's the collector part of it, right? So just because you did some glitchy little thing doesn't make it a collector's item. For a lot of people.
Better than when she came in, that's for sure.
Not for me for sure. It needs to have a lot of other things. Yeah, this looks really nice. Alright, enjoy school. Have a good night. This is nice. No worries. Good luck with that. And like I said, make some friends. Wow, this is crazy. On to the last and final one.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
Alright, let's put
Aye, I'll
let's
get back to
organize the garage and bring the Vagrant over to level 5. And let's put it Alright, and we're gonna call out the Caracara Pursuit.
o'clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Might as well use the Where's the ASP? Can't find it. Funny.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
Use the Caracara Pursuit. Let's just make sure that it's the car that I want to use.
You good? See ya.
Hi. Hi.
Alright, let's start that sprint. Sorry.
God damn! Oh! Shit, yeah, man! Shithead! Let's go,
hell?
hotshot! Fill that hole, right? Holy cow! Waste of time. You think you can just push people around? What the bitch?
Coming in for landing. Give me some space. Make yourself comfortable. We'll try and make it as smooth a flight as possible. All work and no play? All right. Be good now. I'll be waiting for another call.
Good to see you, boss. Hello. How can I help you? Quite a collection you've got here. They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Let's go. What is this reveal going to be?
What's wrong with her now? Should be running better than ever. What miracle did you want me to perform?
Anything you need, boss. Hi there. What do you need? You got a nice fleet, boss. Your personal vehicle is being brought up now.
Wow! Holy shit, you fucking are real.
Here for the magic touch?
There we go. The third one, last one. Wow, looks amazing.
All patched up.
Wow, this car looks great. Yo, help me. Check the videos, they should be helping you. I uploaded all the videos, you have all the details you need to merge. I'm not going to help you. Like, I'm not going to go into the LS Carmi with you, if that's what you mean. No, I'm not doing that. You got to get a friend to help you. I create cars. Like, I don't sit around in LS Carmi. Are you able to glitch out though, Marvin? You should be able to find people that are going to sit in the car meet and help you merge, because basically they don't have to do anything. Like, if they don't know how to do the merge, they don't have to do anything and they can get a really cool car. But I know how to merge, so I don't want to sit around. Where's the other car? I do a gift card to cut on. I do gift card to friends glitch, okay. Sorry, I'm not quite understanding what you're saying. What does gift card to friends have to do with merging? If you have a gift card to friends glitch friend, like, they'll help you do they should be able to help you do the merge. I don't think I've seen a purple one like this, like a panic one. Looks really dope. So you just live to show, not help. I create tutorials so that people can learn how to do this. So that's how I help. And then I offer these cars, I sell these cars so people can have the cars that I make. So don't gatekeep. So I don't know what you're asking. Am I anyone's like assistant? No, I don't help. I see other YouTubers do that. They help people, but I don't. I have too many cars to merge. I have too many garages to fill. But if you wanted one of my merge, you wanted to buy it at the LS car meet, you wanted to buy it so that you could use it to merge, like, yeah, for sure. Tons of people tell me how much I help them when with their merges. Yeah. The video tutorials like is my part. Like, that's the part that I help. So when I merge, I do it live so people know that it still works. And then I do it live so people understand how long it takes and the effort you got to put into it. But to be honest with you, the most important thing is to be able to glitch out. Are you able to glitch out at the arena? Like, have you been successful glitching out at the arena? Merge right now, can I see? Literally just rewind this stream. I literally just merged. I just did my last merge. Oh, you've never done it. So yeah, so don't even worry about getting a friend in the to help you. First, you need to be able to glitch out. I'll show you how to glitch out. This is the most important part. If you can't do this, and on my channel there's a playlist, so you'll be able to see my controller in one of the videos, so you can actually see me press the buttons in real life. And I explain Anuak, I explain everything on that playlist, and also on my tutorials. When I post this up later, you'll see that I explain all the settings and everything that you need. Okay, so I'm actually in the wrong spot. All right, so you're watching. I'm gonna glitch out, and this is the part you need to practice. If you want to become a good merger, this is the part you need to practice the most. So at the beginning of this stream, which will, if you rewind, you'll see I talk about all the settings you need, every single one of them. But I'll go over it again. In your pause menu, they call it pause menu because your character goes into pause when you go there. I don't know if you know that. You probably do because you do the gift card of friends. Under controls, you need to be under assisted aim partial. Absolutely need to be under assisted aim partial. Blue interaction menu under preferences, maplip options. Every single category and every subcategory needs to be custom and show. Every single one of them. Furthermore, under settings, display needs to be performance RT or fidelity. And then you make your way over to the arena where there's a ticket booth. You hover over a job until it says start job, and then you join ANOWAC 1P5, which is explained at the beginning of the stream on how to do that. You join them, and then you got to press X on the first alert, X, slide over to square. You hold on to X. You press X on the first alert, you hold X, and then when the second alert comes on, you let go. Sorry, you press X, let go, and on the second alert, you hold on to X, you slide over to square, and you hold on to square. And then the warning you need is are you sure you want to start this job? Once you get that message, you just count out loud 1, 2, 3, and then you press X and X to get out of that, to accept all the alerts, and then you'll be glitched out. You'll have no more minimap. So accept to join ANOWAC, X square. See, that's the tricky part. Takes a while. This is the part you need to practice before you even think of inviting someone at the LS car meet. Because if you can't get glitched out, then you look like an idiot. So the goal is to lose all your maps. Once you lost all your maps, you know you've done it. And you can get a network error, you can get his job is full, ANOWAC is in bad sport. Those are all normal alerts. See, it says it, network error. Sometimes it says that ANOWAC's in a bad sport. That's completely normal. Highly recommend you have really short nails. And that you keep wiping your controller every time you try it. And some people get it a lot faster than others. But the most important thing is you keep practicing. You see? Now I got it. 1, 2, 3. X, X. Then I head over to the ticket booth, spectate event. I hope you didn't leave because I just glitched out. Looks like no, I think he left. I think he literally left as I glitched out. That's hilarious. That's legitimately hilarious. Did you see that or did you leave?
I can't bring it right now, boss.
Alright, so what car do I need? I need that Paragon S. Oh, where is that Paragon S?
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around.
Let's say it's under the
I'll bring it
weaponized
by.
Ignis.
I'll
Hopefully
get
it
back to
is.
it then.
Yes, it's the right one. Well, since I started the sprint, the glitch, I might as well finish it. Are you back, Marvin? Who's in the chat? Hi, chat. Everything, once you glitch out of the arena, everything else is easy. Ish. Easy-ish. You get really used to it. It's the arena the hard part. Put Sucker into doing another merge because somebody says they want to see me glitch out. So I'm going to finish that merge. There's always merges to be made. This one's actually a pain in the butt merge. Because basically I love the way that I merged this car.
Clear the landing
But
area.
I don't have these on blank plates. So I'm simply just gonna merge this on top of the same exact vehicle with blank plates. But it has to get done.
Welcome on board.
Might as
You're
well do
in
it.
safe hands today. All work and no play? All right. I'll be back whenever you need me.
Good to see you, boss. Hello. How can I help you? Quite a collection you've got here. Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal. Ish. They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Got the whenever you jump out, so it's always NOAC 10p5. As long as you're glitched out, whatever you do, it's always NOAC 10p5. Hi chat, how you guys doing? There we go. So this is the second time I jump out. Jeez, because it's the same car, it confused me a little bit.
Yo, that fucking car rules. That's what I call pussy back.
And now it's got blank plates. I need to save it. I might leave the normal spoiler on because it's cool how it lifts and goes down as it drives.
What brings you in today? %, guaranteed.
Oh, I can't get the regular spoiler. How odd. I need to save something. There you go. Saved, it's mine now. Alright. Let's go take a look at my garages.